In the Boston suburb of Lexington, there's a same-sex book battle brewing. At the center of this controversy, a fairy tale about two men getting married, read to second-grade students. Today, some parents filed a federal civil rights lawsuit claiming they should have been notified before the books were distributed to their children. Joining us live from Boston this afternoon, attorney Jeffrey Denner and parent David Parker. Thanks very much to both of you for being here.
Our pleasure.
Mr. Parker, why did you decide to go to court over this?
Well, the school refused to really partner with us on obtaining certain categories of information that we deem necessary to empower us to guide our child through human sexuality issues and other social issues that are highly charged.
Their argument, of course, is that this is not a sexuality issue. Let me read to you a quote from the school principal. This is from the Boston Globe. "I think it's right to have books and materials that reflect the children in our school. We're not talking about sex here. We're talking about families. Given that these marriages are legal in Massachusetts, does she have a point?"
Well, prostitution is legal in Nevada. That doesn't mean you talk about it on career day to 4- and 5-year-olds. We need to get the center of the issue here, and it really is parental notification. The book you've referred to, King and King, does introduce children to homosexual romantic attraction, and the teacher explicitly said this is going to be a lesson on weddings, and she was guiding the conversation. And essentially, parents want to know when these things are brought up and how they're being broached with their child. Many times, if the teachers and administrators are taking the position that they're going to do it, and it may be the first time the parents or the children have heard about these subjects, and the parents haven't even gone into these areas yet. So the parents certainly have a right to be notified.
Mr. Denner, what's the heart of the legal argument here?
Well, let me say that this is just not about same-sex marriage in a book or any one thing. It's about essentially what federal and state civil rights under both the state and the federal constitution and under certain statutory law in Massachusetts that parents and by extension the children have in Massachusetts. There are very serious issues of sexuality and a variety of other kind of hot topics that are discussed almost routinely now with 5-year-old, 6-year-old, 7-year-old that we think are very inappropriate to be discussed, perhaps at all, but certainly in the context of being discussed. And the issue in Massachusetts is not precisely what is sexuality and what isn't, but ultimately there's a larger issue as to who makes the determination of how we inculcate morality in the children, what we teach them, who makes the decision when they're taught, what they're taught.
The argument that I've heard from school officials is this: if every time a parent was a little bit concerned, everybody had a right to challenge it, they couldn't run a school district.
That's another red herring. There's a variety of excuses that are thrown out that really, when you examine them, make no sense at all. There's a state law that says, and it may, the state law at the very least is the bottom line, the smallest thing that they can do in the context of what the constitutional rights are. But it says is if there are issues of human sexuality, they're going to be discussed in the classroom, whether they're generally part of the curricula, that the parents have to be notified. No one's telling the school what they can teach. No one's telling the school at this point who they can teach it to. All we're saying is the state law says if you're going to teach certain subjects and discuss certain subjects with children, and they involve some of the hot charged topics such as human sexuality, whether it be transgenderism, whether it be homosexual, same-sex marriage, or even heterosexuality, that what you need to do is you need to notify the parents first. At the very least, the parents have a right to understand this is what their very young children are going to be subjected to. Perhaps talk to them first about it and inculcate their own values and share their own thoughts with the kids. And if they feel that it's inappropriate generally to have any discussion about this with the kids, and I will tell you that as both a father of 4 and as a lawyer, I'm not particularly comfortable with my 5-year-old in kindergarten learning about a variety of issues that involve human sexuality that I think are simply inappropriate for that age.
We have to let that be the last word, I'm afraid, but I want to thank Attorney Jeffrey Denner and parent David Parker. We do appreciate your time.
Our pleasure.
We did ask the Lexington school officials for a statement. They are declining to comment right now. They say they have not yet had a chance to review the lawsuit.